Crypto whales have been fearless as they look to capitalize in on XRP's volatility with multi-million-dollar buys. Wallets holding a minimum of 1 million XRP has now surged to new all-time highs. This shows some fantastic adoption and accumulation of XRP. Ripple is looking to bring a stablecoin to the XRPL as it looks to welcome DeFi. This could be absolutely massive for more adoption, but also fantastic for the XRP army. Japan's SBI Group plans to issue NFTs on the XRPL for the World Expo 2025. Again, this could be bringing some fantastic amount of adoption to the XRPL. So that begs the question, why is XRP crashing today? Guys, let's jump into it. Okay, guys, let's kick things off by taking a look at XRP here. We have this paired up with USDT. We're on the one-day Binance chart. Following on from the video that we did a couple of days ago, we obviously have seen a local bottom here at 41.88 cents. Now, as we were kind of talking about in the previous video, it does look like we found heavy resistance on the 200 daily EMA. Okay, the exponential moving average is our trend filter, and unfortunately with it being resistance on the price, that does now put us in a slightly bearish position. Okay, we have lower highs and lower lows for XRP on the daily time frame, so a lot of people are feeling quite bearish about XRP at the moment. What we need to do is we need to see the price rally higher than that 200 exponential moving average, which is currently set at 57.2 cents. If we can't do that, we will probably look at testing out some of those lows. Now, in terms of the key support levels for XRP, we are, of course, talking about the 41.88 cent. That is our current swing low, but the support is actually around 43 cent. As long as we do not see closures below 43 cent, I think XRP should be and should remain reasonably well positioned. What we want to do is we want to see a surge above that 57.2, and we want to get a closed candle above that 200 exponential moving average. Now, obviously, just talking about price action, we can't really talk about price action without talking about momentum as well. So we do see that we are slipping down on our daily stochastic RSI. Our daily stochastic RSI is showing us that we have momentum to the downside. Okay, so we still are looking for a bit of a correction here for XRP. This is quite unfortunate, so it does mean that we are likely to see a little bit more slippage in the price action before we get into those fantastic runs higher. So kind of looking back and saying there's some fantastic things going on in the news, everything from stable coins all the way through to whales that have been accumulating. Ultimately, the traders are not really backing the price of XRP at the moment. Now, that's actually a reasonably positive thing because we can follow the big money, follow the whales, right? And the whales are indicating to us that now is the time for accumulation and for dollar cost averaging. If we take a look at the MACD here, we can see some interesting things on the weekly time frame. Here we can see that we have lower lows on the histogram at the bottom, and we do have, unfortunately, a bearish cross right here as well. So at the moment on our moving averages, things are not looking great from the MACD point of view. So we want to be a little bit aware that things are not necessarily looking great on the weekly time frame at the moment. But like everything we've seen, in my opinion, on the weekly time frame, almost the worst of it being over. So I'm not terribly too concerned. If we turn the MACD off and we put the stochastics back on and we take a look at what that looks like, we can see that it's already almost down in the oversold area. This means that although I'm expecting a bit more of a daily correction, the weekly corrections are almost over. And that could mean that we are likely to see that surge back towards 60 cent, and if we can close up there, that could be fantastic, but this will be several weeks away, so expect some short-term volatility over the next couple of weeks or so. But after that, I do think XRP is going to be rallying back to the upside. We're already in pretty decent positions on some of these timeframes, like the weekly, like the 8-hourly. It's really just that the daily hasn't yet kind of positioned itself well enough. If we turn the stochastics back off and take a look at divergence indicators, we can see that the yellow relative strength index here is actually just below that mid level. It indicates to us that momentum hasn't really turned bullish just yet. So we will be looking at this again on the daily time frame. If we can get this crossed above the 50 level, currently set at 44.8 on the daily, we might find ourselves with more bullish momentum back to the upside. Like I said though, the stochastic RSI is more sensitive to price action and is showing us with some interesting moves for XRP on the daily time frame. So let's take a look at that in a bit more detail. I do think we found a local bottom at 41.88 cents, so I'm not terribly too concerned, but we will be looking for is a breakout in my opinion. If we do draw a trend line in on here, we can see that our trend line is pretty much aligned with our moving averages, meaning that we are going to be looking for a closure above that kind of 57.2 cent 200 exponential moving average, which will coincide with our trend line. And if we can get a breakout of the trend line, well, at that point we can then start to be a little bit more bullish on the price action of XRP, and we'll be taking a look at those moves a little bit higher. Failure to get past that 200 EMA is going to present itself with some fantastic shorting opportunities. Okay, some good shorts opportunities here could be that we enter on the rejection of the 200 EMA and we target out just down here on the resistances at around 47 with a really tight stop loss just above the 50 SMA. Okay, good risk reward ratio about 2.76. Now, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, if I am to be trading, I'm going to be trading on either 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 or 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏. These are my two go-to exchanges at the moment. So why not check them out? The links for those are in the description down below. I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find there. Now, for the price action of XRP being a little bit volatile, I know it can spook the market a little bit. We've seen, pretty much the broader crypto market being a little bit more volatile over the last couple of days, and it has kind of been making a few people nervous. This, though, in my opinion, is just a fantastic dollar cost averaging opportunity. I do not think that the bull market is over. I do think this is just one of those corrective phases before we get into the next parabolic phase of the bull run. You can let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed today's content. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And guys, why don't you check out this video just over here where we're discussing what's going on with 3 potentially fantastic altcoins that you must know about.